The following is a presentation of 912 Sports. Welcome to On Air with 912 Sports, your number one source for high school sports. With Sean Smoke, Kevin Price, and Robbie Ross. On Air with 912 Sports is brought to you by Coastal Pines Technical College. Go Coastal. Prime South Bank. Find your prime. Robbie Robertson Ford, because Fords are cheaper in the swamp. Gibson Animal Clinic, practical solutions with limited fees. Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, the region's best orthopedic care. And Kim Smoke, licensed realtor with Crossway Realty.
High schoolers, did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robertson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
Robbie Ross with the Ross Report for 912 Sports, and some new coaching faces in Glenn County and Glenn Academy in Brunswick. First off, high school basketball female coach at Glenn Academy being named Myosha Leeper. She has been coaching at Needwood Middle School since 2009, winning multiple middle school championships there. Also coached volleyball and track at Needwood, and she played at Glenn Academy under longtime coach Teresa Adams. For the Brunswick High girls softball team, they named Raven Riggs the new coach. She played for the Lady Pirates for all 4 years before going on to Coastal College of Georgia in Brunswick. Also played at Alcorn State out in Mississippi. Riggs graduated with a health and physical education degree and returned home to Brunswick to begin her teaching and coaching career. She's been part of the staff on the softball team at Brunswick since 2016. Kim Metters, the new Brunswick High girls soccer coach, as she was previously the junior varsity coach the last 3 years. She replaces Greg Sturm, who had been the head coach of the Lady Pirates soccer team. And finally, Robert Cannon is the new Brunswick High girls golf coach. He was at Needwood Middle, where he coached girls softball and boys soccer this past school year. Cannon played varsity golf at high school in Wayne County up in Jessup. So Robert Cannon, the new girls golf coach at Brunswick High. Kim Metters, the new girls soccer coach at Brunswick High. Raven Riggs, the new softball coach at Brunswick High, and Myosha Leeper, the new Glen Academy girls basketball coach, all being named at a Board of Education meeting earlier this month. I'm Robbie Ross, and this has been the Ross Report for 912 Sports.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Call on us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
Welcome, sports fans, and thanks for watching On Air with 912 Sports. I'm Sean Smoke, publisher of 912 Sports, joined here this morning by the head coach of the Ware County Gators, Coach Jason Strickland. Coach, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, man, we're doing good. Summer's getting off to a great start, so we're excited about a little Gator football.
Well, Coach, appreciate you being on Air with 912 Sports. I want to talk a little bit about your team, what you got coming out for the summer. This team, Coach, I've been asked a lot of questions today. Is Ware County going to be back? Are they going to be as good as last year? I think this team has a chance to even be better than we were last year, but I think it's going to be a little bit different team. Talk a little bit about what you see, this early in the summer about the Ware County Gators.
Well, I mean, it is going to be different. And, what I would say to everybody is kind of temper expectations. But obviously, when you lose a kid like Thomas Castellanos and Cartavius Norton, Thomas has basically taken every snap at quarterback here for the last 4 years. And both of those guys are currently playing college football at Division I places and are going to do great things there. So, I tell people all the time, you don't replace those guys.
Exactly.
All right? So those are generational type young men for this football program. But what I think has been able to develop through the course of the all season is maybe the best leadership and peer accountability of any group maybe I've ever coached. And it does have a little bit different feel, with this group. Obviously we got to figure out a little bit, what we're going to be offensively. We're not going to be just wholesale changes and that sort of thing, but we got to figure out what these quarterbacks do well, what this group of running backs do really well. We're excited about the offensive line coming back, mostly intact. Obviously we lose Carter Barnes, but outside of that, we got 4 guys back, and Ezekiel Carter and Will Griffin have both done a tremendous job of kind of stepping up and trying to fill a role and seeing kind of where they fit on the offensive line. But Jarvis Hayes, that wide receiver, and Brandon Washington, wide receiver, we feel really good out there. We just got to figure out what those guys will happen at running back. But, I mean, I will say this. Trey Hargrove and Jamario Barkley, L.J. Hall, Demetrius Baldwin, just the amount of peer accountability and peer leadership with our group has really made this offseason easy for us as coaches.
Right. Well, Coach, and you said it, you don't replace people like, Thomas Castellano, Cartavius Norton, but on the offense, you got to find points somewhere.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about who some of those guys are going to be. Who are some of those guys you're going to count on to put points on the board?
Well, Dejon Dennis played a lot for us last year, and it kind of spelled Cartavius. But, a couple guys that we're really excited about kind of coming into this thing is Dwayne Burden. We moved Dwayne from defense over to offense this year, and just a really, really explosive guy, running 10.7, 500 meters at one point this track season. And then R.J. Boyd probably had the best spring practice of anybody we had. And And I mean, when I say anybody, we have anybody at the running back position, and so we're excited about seeing those couple guys really run. RJ is really seeing it well. Both of them really catch the ball out of the backfield well. Dejon obviously is a little bit of the bigger guy. We're going to take a look at C.J. Johnson back there a little bit, and he would be another kind of plugger and short yardage type guy. But we're really going to be dependent on Jarvis Hayes, who I think is one of the best wide receivers in the state, Brandon Washington, and their veteran leadership. They both played a lot of snaps on the offensive side of the football. And the biggest thing right now is, we've had Nico Smith that's come here. Luke Hooks and Cole Cox both are really battling. So it's a great kind of three-man race there at the quarterback spot. We've been really pleased with all three of those guys at this point.
Right. We'll flip over to the defensive side of the ball, Coach. That squad comes back almost completely intact. I mean, I think if you lost anybody with maybe one player.
Malik Mitchell was really kind of the guy from the defensive line spot. And, really outside of that, you're right. It's pretty well intact. And the veteran leadership of our linebacking core, they are really kind of the heartbeat of our whole football program right now. The energy that they bring in the weight room and in practice, they just change the temperature every day. And when you start talking about, like I said, Trey Hargrove, who's got several Division I offers, who is so impactful on and off the field, tremendous character. J.B. Barkley, same way. Isaiah Wesley's back. But then you mix in Javonte Evans and Nick Simmons and Z. Addison. I mean, that group is going to be kind of the backbone of what we are. And then you roll down the defensive line. I tell our offensive linemen all the time, you've got Demetrius Baldwin, you're having to go against them one-on-ones. I don't know if you'll see a better defensive lineman all year than what that guy is doing at 330-pound power cleaner and 4.0 GPA. I mean, it's really impressive. Gannon Goebel and his leadership, Arius Morse, his leadership. I tell you, the guy, I'm going to give you two names to really watch out for. They had great springs. One of them's a young kid. It's Dwayne's brother, Jamar Burden, who is a really long athletic kid that picked up an offer from Troy during the spring. And then the other one is Marquand Washington, who is just athletic and strong and plays with tremendous passion. Still got some things we've got to figure out in the secondary, but Najee Smith is finally healthy. It's a guy we're looking at that free safety spot. Jaden Jones, who played about every snap all over the field last year for us defensively. He'll play what we call our boundary safety. And, we still got a competition at the strong safety spot. KJ Baker's back. He played the last half of the season at corner. So we're really excited with his progress and where he's going. And then we got a little battle for the other corner spot between Zamir Chancey and LJ Hall, some of those guys. But we're really excited about the speed and tempo and energy the defense is playing with.
Right. Well, Coach, you talked about a couple kids that are being recruited. Let's take a look at some of the guys. I know a lot of college coaches come through this time of year and want to look at your kids. But who's some of those guys that are getting some offers?
Well, I mean, Trey obviously and Jarvis are the two that's kind of leading the pack right now. But I mean, LJ Hall has got an offer from ETSU, I believe it is. And then you start looking at the offensive side of the football with Charvon Pierre has picked up several offers, which we thought he would. He's a tremendous player, high academic guy. Zach Watson is going to be one of those guys that we feel like is going to find a home somewhere. Cameron Gonzalez has picked up an offer from Ryan Hart. He is just kind of the bell cow of that group up front, man. You want to talk about if something goes down, you want that guy in your foxhole with you. And then the defense side of the football again, Demetrius Baldwin is picking up a bunch of offers that we thought he would. Just when you start talking about what is really impressive is Sean, we only have 4 kids in summer school this year. So our guys have done a tremendous job, obviously being great football players and great in the weight room, but our GPAs are where we're wanting to be, and so those guys are making it really easy to get recruited.
Right.
And so that's something that we're really proud of right now, is how well those guys are taking care of the academic side of this thing.
Exactly. And you and I know both, Coach, if you don't have the grades, you can forget about playing at the next level.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter how fast you run or how much weight you lift.
Exactly. If the grades aren't there, you're not going to get phone calls. But Coach, always this time of year you have coaching changes. Let's talk about some of the new additions that are coming on to be a part of this Gator staff.
Well, it's kind of a crazy situation, Sean. You know, we just hardly ever have lost any coaches, and you know, so many of these guys have been with us for so many years. But this year was kind of one of those deals where some coaches' wives got some really good opportunities at some other places, and you know, kind of sat down and said, look, man, I get it. You know, she's getting a chance to double her salary or advance her career. You know, so you know, we lost Coach Swain, was one of our receivers coaches. Coach Boyette was our linebacker special teams coordinator, and went to Thomas County Central, and you know, just some different deals. But Coach Minshew is our D-line coach, had an opportunity to go back to Coffee, and we felt like at some point that may take place. But so it wasn't just a complete shock. But I tell you what, man, we are really excited about the guys that have come on. Coach Rusty Waters has come in as a co-DC. He's going to be coaching linebackers and running our special teams from Lee County, and just a ball of energy, brings a wealth of knowledge of kind of a different perspective of the way they did things with Coach Fabrizio over at Lee County. So we're really excited about that. Israel Troop comes in to coach wide receivers for us, and I mean, heck, how would you like to be coached by Israel Troop?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 5-star guy that went to play at the University of Georgia as a wide receiver. I mean, he's already made a huge impact. Jarvis and Brandon Washington and Ahmad Murday. I mean, some of these guys, just technique-wise, it's just the little nuances of things that he's been through and can see the game. Hunter Evans comes to us from Creekside High School out of Florida. He's coming in to coach quarterbacks, and you can already see the impact that he's making there. And then Dave Watson is coming in to coach our D-line, and you know, kind of the best thing I say there is Coach Watson's like 2 hours of jet fuel when we go out there on the field. He is a ton of energy, and it's just bringing a different dynamic. I don't like change for just change,
right?
But you know, sometimes, you know, doors open where you kind of get a little bit of an influx, and it kind of rejuvenates guys, and I think maybe that's what took place here. And we're really excited about these new additions.
Right. Well, speaking of new additions, Coach, going into a different region, still part of 1-5A, but Ware County and Coffee County, the only two holdovers from last year's 1-5A. But let's talk a little bit about some of the new schools that are coming in.
You know, it's one of those deals, we just don't know a whole lot about them. You know, we've thrown against Bradwell a little bit in the past, but never played against them. I don't know anything about Jenkins, Greenbrier. You know, we're trying to gather information on those guys right now. Statesboro is kind of back on the schedule, and just as long as Jeff Cobb's the head coach there, we know that's going to just be one of those bloody, you know, wars kind of deals, and buckle your chin strap, you're going to try to, you know, break your nose, and be one of those physical deals. And then obviously we finish up the regular season with the big matchup against Coffee, and that should be a lot of fun. Obviously Coach Cole is coming in over there, replacing Coach Pruitt, and we're excited to kind of see what he has in store. But we know they're going to be well coached, and you know, I think we've got a schedule that is going to be a lot of fun. You know, we start the season with Cairo coming over in a scrimmage, and that, you know, I don't remember the last time Ware County's played Cairo. It's been a long time ago, but that's 2 storied programs, and then you know, we're going to go over to Appleton County to start the season off. That should be a dynamic atmosphere. Coach Mullis has done a great job over there. You add folks like Richmond Hill under Matt Lazat, Baldwin, and obviously Benedictine winning the state championship in 4A last year. They've got another quarterback that has got a ton of Power 5 offers, and you know, Bainbridge has got everybody back from their group last year. They were really young, so it should be a lot of fun on Friday nights watching these guys kind of grow and develop and figure out who they are for the Ware County Gators.
Exactly. And Coach, it'll be here before we know it. It's hard to believe, but we're probably, I don't know what the week count is, but it's not very many before we'll be under those Friday night lights. And you guys continue to get better over the summer, and we'll catch up with you later on in the season, Coach.
Sean, I appreciate what you guys do for not just Ware County football, but you know, our guys all across this part of the state. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Well, we appreciate it. That's Coach Jason Strickland, head coach of the Ware County Gators, and we'll be right back here on Air with 912 Sports after these messages.
High schoolers, Did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal!
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robinson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
Fisher Cruz from Pierce County High School has earned another big honor. The Pierce County golfer was recognized this past Saturday at the Dogwood Invitational Golf Tournament at Druid Hills Golf Club as this year's recipient of the Wayne Reynolds College Scholarship. Cruz will receive $3,000 annually for the next 4 years to use toward his college education. Cruz, who was featured in the May-June issue of 912 Sports Magazine as the Scholar Athlete, plans to attend Southern Methodist University and hopes to make the school's golf team as a walk-on player. He recently graduated from Pierce County as the valedictorian of the 2022 senior class. He plans to major in economics while also possibly getting a degree in finance. On the golf course, his best score for the Bears this season was a 75. His career low round was a 67 when he came from behind to win a summer tournament. Fisher is the son of Tate and Kimberly Cruz. For On Air with 912 Sports, this has been Kevin Price.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Calling us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
This has been a presentation of 912 Sports.